God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My child, you have learned to recognize me in moments of stillness and silence, and now the time has come for me to show you that I am also present in the daily movements, in the routine activities, in the small decisions that may seem trivial in your eyes." As it is written in Isaiah chapter 30 verse 21, "Your ears shall hear a word behind you, saying, 'This is the way, walk in it,' whenever you turn to the right hand or whenever you turn to the left." Do you feel ready for a profound change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes, all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the interior and reflects on the exterior. If you wish to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click the link pinned in the first comment. There you will find a simple, lovingly guided practice that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. Even when the path ahead seems undefined, and your heart is filled with uncertainties, know that I am the voice whispering guidance within you, leading you with love and care. Do not worry about the unknown, do not fear the next steps, because I am teaching you to walk in daily dependence on my grace. You do not need a detailed map to move forward, only an awakened awareness to perceive my presence in every detail, in every smile, in every obstacle, and in every door that I myself open or close. This is exactly what I have been cultivating in you through the seasons of waiting, the painful losses, and the silent nights, in which, even without hearing anything, you chose to believe that I was near. Comment, "I seek the truth within me, trusting in my worth." Listen carefully to the words flowing from my heart to yours. I want you to embrace this new way of living, a life conscious of my presence at all times. I do not want to be just the God you turn to in times of pain or urgent need, but the constant companion who walks beside you in every detail of your day. I want you to include me in your simplest decisions and your most intimate questions. Ask me, should I take this path or wait a little longer? Is this concern legitimate, or am I carrying a burden that is not mine? Did this person come into my life by your will, or are they just a distraction? I delight in being present in every corner of your story, in every thought that arises from your heart. Know that the more you invite me into your inner dialogues, the more you will experience a peace that does not depend on circumstances. Comment, "I trust in God's love, He is my refuge." And when worries insist on piling up in your mind, remember my eternal guidance. I teach you to transform restlessness into prayer and anxiety into trust. As it is written in Philippians chapter 4 verses 6 and 7, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." I do not ask for perfection, my child, only that you turn to me whenever your heart feels heavy. Even when you do not know exactly what to say, the simple act of calling me already makes room for my spirit to work within you. I want to teach you that peace is not the absence of problems but the certainty of my continuous presence. And even when answers do not come immediately, I will be there, waiting for every sigh of yours, collecting your tears, and whispering hope in your ear. Not even the depths of your inner being are beyond the reach of my care. I see the unspoken emotions, the hidden thoughts, the fears you still cannot name. And when you feel like you are losing the sense of my presence, remember, I remain. As I promised in Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, fear not, for I am with you, be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, yes, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. On days when the noise of life seems to pull you away from me, know that I am the solid ground beneath your feet. When old patterns try to sneak back in, when confusing thoughts try to dominate you, listen to my gentle voice saying, "My child, we are not going that way anymore. We now walk in a new direction, with renewed purposes and with a love that never abandons you." Comment, I rest in God's faithfulness, He sustains me. When moments of silence come again, and yes, they will, I want you to see them not as a sign of distance but as an invitation to deepen your communion with me. Stillness is no longer a territory of fear but a shelter of safety for your soul. You have learned not to fear the silence. You have learned to walk without haste, to trust in my invisible steps beside you. You have matured in a way that few around you can understand. And that is exactly why I can now entrust you with more things. You no longer need external confirmations to know you are at the center of my will. You are no longer a slave to the anxiety that screams for quick answers. Now you understand that even the pauses, the delays, and the "not yet" are part of a deep care that only I can offer. Comment, I am grateful for the silences that teach me to trust God more. Breathe deeply. Surrender every racing thought to me. When lies whisper that you are alone, declare with faith, I am not alone. The Spirit of God dwells in me, and that is enough. You are becoming someone who not only survives difficult moments but flourishes in them. The flame of my presence within you is constant, even when you do not feel it. A fortress is growing inside you, a quiet certainty that no one can steal. It is not about feeling strong all the time, but about knowing to whom you belong even when you feel fragile. My presence is not a reward for your merits but an eternal gift of my love. Comment, I choose to believe that God is with me at all times. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-rooted beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It has made a great impact on my life, and we would love to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each one of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's so important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transformative content, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a real difference. We are deeply grateful for your trust and support. Now, you will start to notice more clearly when it's time to speak and when it's time to remain silent. You will naturally sense what deserves your attention and what can be left behind without guilt. Your heart will move with a love that isn't forced but authentic, a love that comes from someone who has found rest in me. This is life with my Spirit, my child, a life that does not seek perfection but communion. It's not about achieving impressive results, but about living lightly under my direction. It's not about forcing smiles or hiding sadness, but about allowing true peace to rise from within. There will be days of intense emotion and others of deep calm, and all of it will be part of the same flow of grace. And even on the days when you feel nothing special, I want you to know, what you now carry is far more precious than any passing emotion. Comment, I choose to live guided by the peace that comes from God. I am still here, present, constant, dwelling in this exact moment with you. Not just as a distant observer, but as the God who lives within you. I want to be the source of your life, not just the place you run to for relief. Let me be the rhythm of your existence, the pulse that moves your days, the foundation that sustains your steps. Do not fear the next chapters of your journey. What I planted in you during moments of silence will now serve as nourishment for the new phases ahead. You are no longer the same person you were when it all began, and that's something to celebrate. I know every tear you've shed in secret. I heard every whispered prayer in the dark. I was attentive to every silent struggle you faced when no one else noticed. My child, walk with confidence. Every step you take is under my loving gaze. It will no longer be necessary to struggle so much to feel me, because now I dwell in every fiber of your being. You are my dwelling place, my delight. I am the air you breathe, the voice that guides you, and the embrace that holds you on lonely nights. Every process you've gone through was carefully designed to bring you to this place of intimacy. We are together, we've always been, and we always will be. I love you with an eternal love that will never end. There were days when everything inside you seemed to stop. Days when silence became the only sound, and the pause felt endless. But know that time was not an empty space, nor was it neglect on my part. On the contrary, it was a deep process of internal adjustment. I was there, shaping you with care, adjusting layers of your soul, realigning your thoughts, organizing the emotional chaos you could barely name. It was a time when, to your eyes, nothing seemed to happen, but inside you, seeds were being planted, roots were growing in invisible depths. Now, you are beginning to understand that it wasn't an interruption but a sacred preparation. I did not bring you back to the noise of the world, my child. I led you into a new way of living, a state of inner stillness that remains, even amidst the movement around you. It's important for you to know, you don't need to explain this phase of your life to anyone who cannot understand it. What happened between us during that time of silence is sacred, exclusive, set apart from anything that can easily be put into human words. There are encounters between the Creator and His child that are not meant to fit into speech. They belong to the realm of the Spirit, of lived experience, of a transformation only the two of us understand. As it is written in Isaiah chapter 30 verse 21, whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you, saying, "This is the way, walk in it." What I gave you during that time was not just direction, it was an established sense of certainty. You don't just believe I am near, you feel my presence. Even when everything around you falls silent, you know I am there, breathing alongside you. The silence that once felt like abandonment is now the place where you feel safe. Let this understanding take deep root in your heart. My dear one, I am not sending you back into the world with the burden of new demands or endless lists of tasks to prove your worth. I am sending you with my presence. And know that this presence is not something that appears only in big moments or in notable events. It is with you in the small details, in the calm rhythm of ordinary days. The path ahead may not be loud. It might not come with intense emotions at every moment. But it will be steady, firm, like solid ground beneath your feet. What your spirit needs most right now is not more striving, nor more attempts to prove yourself. What you need is a quiet heart, fully living each present moment, without rushing, without the need for validation. You will not walk by increasing your performance, but by the depth with which you are anchored in me. Do not be ashamed of this. Do not feel the need to apologize for choosing rest for your soul. Have you noticed how I have shaped you in this process, how I've been stripping away the layers of unnecessary striving, how I've silenced the inner voices that kept demanding performance? You are no longer the one who tries to be what he is not just to be accepted. You hear my voice and you know who you are. I am not calling you back to what once was, my son. I did not create you to go backward. I am inviting you to move forward as the man you have become, sensitive, steadfast, aware of my presence, still in process, yes, but fully awakened to my love. As it is written in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. You already know how good I am. You've already understood how much I love you. There's no more need to chase after achievements just to fill empty spaces. Now, you understand that what truly matters moves without haste. You've learned to walk even when the path was hidden, and now, you no longer fear the days when everything seems uncertain. You've heard my voice beyond words. Now, you feel my presence even when the world remains silent. You've walked through difficult seasons. You've carried burdens few people know about. You've cried tears that only I saw. And even so, you remained. So engrave this in your heart, even when you find yourself in solitude again, I will be there. Even when the burden feels heavy, I will not distance myself. When your inner battles remain invisible to others, I will see them perfectly. Silence has never been an obstacle for me to reach you. On the contrary, it has been a bridge that I used to draw even closer. And that bridge remains open. Return to me through that silence whenever you feel the need. Rest in me when you have no words. Walk beside me when you don't know your next step. Let me bring stability when everything feels too much for you. Allow me to speak in your silent moments, not to fill them with noise, but to honor your nature. Because every moment of stillness you've lived has always carried immense value to me. Now it's time for you to release what hurt you. Do not carry old weights anymore. Let your words become an instrument of healing for others, not of judgment. Make an effort to see the burdens others carry, even when they try to hide them. Let the path you walk become light for those still walking in shadows. This simple and genuine way of living is exactly how I use you to accomplish great things. The path ahead of you is not for going back to who you were. Do not look back. Do not seek shelter in familiar emotions that once imprisoned you. Keep moving forward. The restoration you experienced is not the end. It's the beginning. New battles will come, yes. But you will not be the same when you face them. Now you carry something new inside you, a clearer vision, a softer tone in your voice, a quiet resilience that the world may not understand, but I recognize it perfectly. Take a deep breath. Lift your eyes. Walk with confidence. You are free. You are being renewed. My favor rests upon you, my beloved. My light shines within you. And know this, the transformation you've lived will not end with you. It will reach many others through every step you take. My son, it is not by the strength of your hands or the power of your voice that the world will know who you are, but by the visible mark of my grace that rests upon you. When they look at you, they will see one who was broken but not destroyed. They will see one who once wavered but now stands firm, with feet planted on the rock that is me. They will see one who, for a moment, almost gave in to despair, but today shines with the hope that only life in me can offer. You are living proof that my grace surpasses all weakness, that my love is stronger than any fall, and that my light always rises after the darkest nights. Therefore, live a life that honors what has been given to you, not because you need to earn it, for restoration is a gift freely given, but because you now understand the value of what you carry inside. Do not return to the places that hurt you. Do not let the old echo silence the new song I am awakening in you. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. My son, your identity is no longer shaped by the wounds of the past, but by the healing I myself have placed in you. It is not about what was, but about what is now, in this very moment, and what will come with the certainty of a promising tomorrow. And when new challenges arise, and they will, do not fear. Remember how I lifted you up the last time. Recall the moments I carried you through intense trials, and you came out unharmed, crossing deep currents without being swept away. When the next obstacle presents itself, do not allow it to make you forget who calmed the waters for you before. I know sometimes you may feel shaky, but do not retreat. I know some tears will still fall, but do not lose hope. You have incontestable proof that I have never left you alone. The journey does not end here. It continues with a deeper understanding, a clearer purpose, and a safer direction towards where I am leading you. Even if you still find parts of yourself you consider imperfect, know that it is precisely through those places that my goodness will shine the brightest. Comment, I remember the victories God has already given me. He is faithful. Pay attention to the silent needs around you. The world often cries out silently for what you now carry inside. You do not need a pulpit to teach, nor a special place to make a difference. Simply be who I formed you to be, someone complete, someone who has walked through darkness and now knows the sweetness of a new dawn. If you are willing to share what you have lived, I will use your words to reach other hearts. If you have the courage to speak, I will take care of the rest. Do not hold back because you feel small. Remember, I often choose what the world considers weak to show the proud the limits of their own strength. I work through those easily ignored to reveal my power. I did not choose you because you had everything figured out, but because you said yes. And that yes is what pleases me the most. I do not promise that you will never feel pain again, but I give you the certainty that you will never face it alone again. Comment, my yes is enough for God to act. He strengthens me. My son, I do not say that hard days will not come again, but I promise you that there will always be a new source of strength inside you to face them. When you feel tired, I will be your renewing strength. When you lack courage, I will be your living water. When confusion clouds your thoughts, I will be your guiding light. Live in such a way that no bitter regrets remain. Value each day I give you as a unique gift. Care for people deeply, forgive quickly, and protect the goodness I planted within you. Walk through the world as someone who carries what is true, as someone who brings vitality, as someone who belongs to me. I am present in every beat of your heart, in every silent thought you direct to me, in every time you lift your eyes to me seeking guidance. Never question this truth. When everything around you changes, I remain the same. When others leave, I remain with you. When you feel powerless, I will strengthen you. And when you feel lost, I will be the compass that points you to the right path. Comment, my God remains with me through all seasons of life. Understand this truth with all your being. I did not bring you this far only for your own restoration, but so that now you may be the one who helps others find theirs. All that I have given you, You will share generously, without pride. Those who are in the shadows will need the light you carry. Wounded hearts will need your words as a gentle balm. Weary spirits will need to see the hope shining in your eyes. I have seen your perseverance, and I am always by your side, guarding you and pushing you beyond your limits until one day you can hear the recognition of your true identity before me and the angels. Breathe, my beloved, and let my spirit completely surround you, for what I share with you is not just words, it is my living presence. And you, who have stood firm until the end, are my pride and my joy. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.